Hello and welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. I have lots of fashion stuff to go through with you guys today, and that includes the sweater that I am currently wearing. Now, it is starting to get into fall over here in Minnesota, so I do have stuff kind of geared around the more cooler weather. So if you are in summer right now and this doesn't float your boat, I'm so sorry, but you can always stock up for when it does get cooler. But to start with, I have this sweater top, and this is absolutely adorable. It is embroidered, so this is not an iron-on design at all. So everything you see here is all stitched and embroidered onto this sweater, and it's really adorable. It's very soft and cozy, and it is not thin, so it's not see-through, and I don't feel like this would really kind of snag as easily as some of the Temu sweaters as I have purchased. So I am thoroughly enjoying the quality of this one. With this, I am going to be pairing it with a pair of boots. And currently I'm wearing a skinny pair of jeans. So what's nice about fall is, of course, boot season. And I really do enjoy wearing a nice tall boot with a pair of leggings with a longer top, or wearing a pair of skinny jeans with a pair of boots. Now, pros and cons to this boot is, it is gorgeous in all of its little details and buckles and everything, but as you can see on the inside, there is no zip. And there is no other stretch other than you can very slightly change the way that you have it buckled to give it a little bit more width if you are a larger calved person, but you do have to slip your foot into this one. I can do it just fine, but if you find that a little bit complicated, I might say stay away from this one. It does have a very nice rubbery sole, not a hard plasticky one. It feels like it's going to have enough grip at the bottom so that it's not going to slip and slide across the floor. And I really do like the color of this one. It is an imitation leather, so not leather. It is not lined, so this is just your typical lining that you would see in a lot of boots that are, relatively inexpensive, or to be honest with you, even expensive these days. You pick up a boot like this, that's the imitation leather, you can still find these at like 50, 60 bucks without it being genuine leather. Haha, joke's on you, because that's not what I paid for it. So obviously I paid a lot less for these, and I do really like these. They're really super cute. It's going to look gorgeous with this outfit. Now, moving on. I have something super duper extra cozy. Well, let me rewind. One other thing that I have that I was thinking to pair with that is this kind of a goofy throw over kind of a dress kind of a thing. The quality of this one, I would say, is not very good. It may not be available anymore. It's just a very oversized kind of a shirt thing. It's your polyester for sure. Feels more satiny than like a rougher polyester, I guess you could say. It's the hems on it, the seams on it, all very less to be desired. It's got one shoulder hole here, arm sleeve here, shorter in the front, longer in the back. Something like this might go good with a pair of leggings, in my opinion. You could probably dress this up with a belt or something like that also, but I was thinking that would also be really great for those boots. So I'm gonna try it on for you and you can tell me what you think. Overall, I think I returned it because when I pulled it out of the bag, I was like, what is this? What is this? And I think I got a refund, but I didn't have to return it. And it's just kind of sitting here in this Temu bag that I have to go through for months now. Kind of dreading having to put it on or having to show it to you and go, nah. Another pair of boots that I picked up that you would have seen in the thumbnail are these. Now, I found these, the ones that I had picked up are a lot less expensive than the ones that I had seen primarily show up on my feed. So I did do that, find a photo that best looks like the item that I'm looking at buying, tapped on that photo, went up to the little camera icon and looked at all the other retailers that were selling it. And I did find it for almost less than half the price of the original ones that I kept seeing in my feed. So I did pick it up because it was a really great price. Now, I do really like this shoe. There's a lot of cool little details on it that I just think are pretty cool. So here's the toe. That kind of shiny kind of continues on. It's got the white stitching against the black. It has an extremely nice tread down at the bottom. This is kind of cute. This looks like a little pew-pew holder. I doubt that that's what anybody's going to use it for because it's extremely small, but I mean, you could maybe put a little tiny lip gloss or a chapstick or something in there. And of course, some more extra details up at the top here. It is not a zip up, so you do have to buckle it in, but they do have some nice, like this is nicely reinforced here, but you can easily adjust these to a point where you can only have to undo the top to get your foot in, depending. I usually have to pull mine really tight because I have slender feet. I also have smaller ankles and calves. So I will definitely model those for you with something. I don't know, maybe I'll just put it on with the outfit I'm wearing and we can compare both shoes. But there's that one as well. Next outfit, I have a top. Now, this is an Halara dupe. However, let me see what is front and what is back. I think they're I think this is the front. Now, it still has the darting like the Halara does. It still has more of your waistband down at the bottom that the Halara has, and the sleeve trim around the sleeves like the Halara does, but it is way different material. This is a cotton feel material. It is nothing like the Halara material. It is very thin material. I did pick this up in a large because the Halara top, when I bought it in a medium, was a little shorter than I prefer as far as wearing it with a general pair of pants. If I'm wearing a tall or a high-waisted pant, I don't have a problem with wearing a cropped shirt. But that's why I picked this up in a large, so that I could wear this and then not be as cropped. Because when I buy a large for a crop top or a skin tight top, then it fits me more of how I would like it to fit. I don't know, maybe I'm rambling. Maybe I'm rambling. Anyway, moving on. This was another one that I came across. The original listing was like more than double the price. Did the same thing, pushed the picture, took the little icons, scanned the photo, blah, blah, blah. And I did find it for less than half the original price of the first listing that I had received. And it is a pair of super duper fluffy, fuzzy overalls. And I did already wear these. I did already wear them and wash them, hence why the pockets are inside out. And they're so comfortable. So comfortable. Bought it in a large so that I have extra room. And they have the nice elastic in the ankle. Absolutely beautiful, because you know, when you are a taller gal and you have something that's kind of wide open and it goes above your ankle, it does look a little goofy, but when it's cinched in and it's sitting above your ankle, it looks more purposeful. Lots of different little pockets and treasures on this one. So on the front, there's the flap pocket, which you can put stuff in, but there is also side pocket here and a side pocket here, which are two separate pockets. So there's three altogether in here. Then on the back, you have an additional little pocket back here. The straps have this nice bungee to it. So even if you wanted them to be a little bit tighter, there's some give when you bend over and stuff like that, which is nice. The connectors are plastic, but you know, I don't mind that. I don't mind it, and here's why. I'm allergic to a lot of different metal types. So if for any reason, like I'm wearing a tank top with this and that metal is on my skin, sometimes even that will give me a breakout. But it is so easy to latch and unlatch for the most part when you don't have nails, but but it's a very nice adjustable strap. And it's nicely come together in the back like that. Just a lot of little features on this guy that I really like, and it's very cozy. It's like kind of being wrapped up in a little fleece blanket. So super comfy. And to go with that, I picked up, ooh, I'm dropping things, a super comfy shoe to go with it. And this one, there's two different colors, but this color in particular was the cheaper of the two, and that's why I picked this one up. And I don't remember what the other color was. It kind of, this is weird though. It kind of smells almost like spray paint. It's really bizarre. When I first pulled it out of the bag, I was like, you know, when you recognize a smell and it doesn't come to you until later on, you're like, what is that smell? This kind of smells like spray paint, but it is a PLU textured leather, so it kind of looks like a genuine leather. It's got this nice heel, kind of like a raised platform type of shoe. Beautiful rubber sole, kind of a no slip grip feature there. But even right down to the shoelaces, I really like the braided design within the shoelace itself. As far as it being cushiony on the inside, no real huge cushion to speak of necessarily. So if you like a little extra cushion, don't forget to grab some insoles. Temu has plenty to choose from. Now, the last three pieces I am going to go through with you today are basically just sweaters, cover-ups, that sort of thing. So nothing is going to be paired with it other than the pair of pants that I'm currently wearing, but we'll just kind of flip-flop tops around. The first one is a men's top, and this I did pick up in a small. I picked it up in a small. And this is kind of that typical inexpensive sweatshirt material that when you get it after expecting it to be what you are expecting would be like a, you know, when you go to the store and you buy a sweatshirt and the outside it's all soft and cozy, on the inside it's all fleece lined and thick and stuff like that. But then when you order something off of places like Temu and SHEIN and it comes in and you're like, what is this? That's what this is. This is that. What is this? So just so you know, it feels more like a double, it feels more of like a, I had just like a pukaka in the inside corners of my mouth. I think my lip gloss is pooling funny, but it's kind of just like a thicker t-shirt material, which is double lined for the hoodie. So it's lined on the inside as well as on the outside. But when you go to the inside of the material, it is not secondary lined. So like I said, it's that, what is this material? But the design is cute. So, and I don't mind it being a little bit thinner. I mean, the price, I'm not going to argue because of the price, but the design is kind of cute. So it has kind of this crisscrossedness in the front. It is kind of rounded out in the back as well. You've got the hood, little snap on the front to kind of make that to be more of like a turtleneck feature. And it has this cross zip on the front as an accent. What happens if I open it? Okay, you can open it like that. So if you wanted to have a tank top peeking through or something like that, that would be a cute design. So there is that one. Now, the next one, I have something very similar to this. It is a sweater that I have already, and it has the same pattern on it. And I love this pattern. So this pattern looks like this. And it is a flower, and on the center of the flower, it's 3D, like that. Basically looks like maybe shoelace material. But what this is, instead of the one that I already have, which is a sweater, this is more of kind of a shawl, kind of a cover up. So of course, obviously got that drop sleeve where there really isn't a contrast between shoulder and arm. And then of course it cinches at your wrist here, and then it kind of just drapes over your body. This one is also very soft, not as soft as this one. This one is really, really soft, but also very, very neat. This one will look really good with a pair of black leggings and a pair of boots, but it's gonna look good with the skinny pair of jeans that I'm wearing. The pants that I'm wearing is very versatile for all of these items. So that's what we're gonna stick with instead of me changing into a gajillion pairs of pants and so on. So anyway, moving on. The last piece that I got. Now, when I had started seeing these poofy vests was months ago. And there was one that I really liked. It was a very long poofy vest. I think it went down to about your knees or even a little bit further than that. But they wanted $50 for it. So I've kind of been searching and they kind of pop up on my feed. But then I saw this one. And again, did that search find thing to see if I could find one that was within my price point. And I found this one. This link does have several different colors, but I chose this one because of, I mean, look at it. It's got a pinky golden kind of a dual tone look to it. So this is the one I picked up. I didn't even pull it out of the bag yet. And it's not down to your knee or anything like that, but it is a pretty good size lengthwise. I did pick it up in a large, which makes total sense for outerwear, especially if you plan on wearing it with a sweater. That would be, you would need to have it a little bit larger so that you can zip up into it, button up into it, and still feel comfortable movement there, which a lot of these things, if you are in places like Minnesota here where it gets to be negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit in the winter time, layering up is key, because if you have just one coat that's supposed to be really thick, it doesn't necessarily keep you warm. What keeps you warm is the layers, because the layers create different barriers that contain body heat in different levels, right? So you want to layer up. I always wear my long johns when I go out of the house on really cold days like that, because you never want to be in a situation, if your car breaks down, you get into a car accident, now you have to go stand on the curb until the police come or the ambulance comes or what have you, negative 20 degrees outside, you're freezing buckets because you're not dressed for the weather. So something like this is nice to keep in the car, but also consider in our weather, we gotta layer up. So also layering up makes it nice, so when you do go inside, you can peel off your layers of onions, you know, your onion layers when you go inside to stay cooler without being too hot. So that's what this is for, and I'm going to now get into the try-on portion of today's video, and I will be right back. I have both boot choices on. So this is your pew-pew shoe, if you will. And this one is the lace-up boot. Now this one, I think I had to order a little bit bigger than I typically wear because I wanted the style, but it was cheaper in this distributor, but they only had X amount of sizes available. So I think that's why this one is a little bit bigger, but it's not lined, so that's good. And there really isn't any squish at the bottom. So if I wanted to, I could very comfortably put in here a nice squishy shoe insert, which will take up some of that space. So that's kind of another trick from me to you, is if you get a shoe that is very slightly too big, if you put in a nice big squishy insole, that'll take up some of that space and make that work for you a little bit better. All right, I had to readjust my camera a little bit because I think it was just kind of slowly drooping downwards, so I have to keep an eye on that. But here is the other shoe. So this one was a more rounded toe shoe, but this one is a more square, rounded corner, square toe kind of a boot. This one is a slip-in boot. So obviously I do like this one better with the outfit, of course, but it does come up to a nice, they both come up to about the same spot. So they're the nice higher size boots that don't come up to your knees, so they're not at knee height. But I like this. I like this length. This length is perfect for fall for me. And then, of course, this is the sweater top. And so the word I was trying to think of while I was filming was cashmere. Of course, if you've seen my video before, you know I have a problem with words, and cashmere was one of them. The last video I did when I was trying to show you this material. But let me see if it will kind of zoom in. So do you see how it kind of has this fluffy hair-like stuff kind of coming off of it like that? So that's why this reminds me of cashmere. There, I remembered it twice. I will forget it again in maybe an hour. It's just not a word I use often enough. So they just kind of go bloop, bloop, bloop in the back corners, and I got to dust off those cobwebs to see if I can find it. And yeah, here's that puffer vest. Now, even though it is a large, I don't feel like it's gigantic. So typically I wear a size medium, but let me just kind of show you. So this is about how much space that I have. So this is my stomach here. The material comes out about that much further. Okay, so if I was to have something like this, if I was to, let's say, it's pumpkin season, it's not cold, but it's chilly out. I have a long sleeve shirt on, I have a sweater on, and then put on my little puffer, okay? I will have plenty of room to move and it be comfortable, cozy. So I do really like, again, the length of it covers up my booty. Now, like I said, I think the other ones that I've seen were kind of down to here. So this isn't that far off. So for me, this was a nice compromise. And the pockets are up at top here, not a slide in here, which is also nice because if you're out walking in the fall, you're going hiking or what have you, if you have stuff kind of this way and you put stuff in your pockets, sometimes all that wiggling and jiggling stuff will fall out of your pockets. So I do enjoy to have pockets that go downward like that for storage purposes. Of course, having pockets that go like this is nice for putting your hands in. But I like it open and I like it closed, and I do think with this outfit it even still looks nice. And of course I put my other boot on. Now what I do want to tell you is that I do have super thin socks on. I know, shocker, right? I actually have socks on my feet today. Reason being is because we don't have the heat on, and I am going to refuse to turn the heat on for a while, but at night the temperature drops down to like 50s, and so it cools off the whole house. And down here it's a little chillier than it is up top because on the first level you get the sunshine, whereas down here you don't. It's a little chilly down here. So with that said, the socks with these boots, a thin pair, not too bad for the size that I got. So if these are an 8.5, which of course I will have to put something up on the screen, what size did I get? Like usual, keep in mind, I wear a US size 8.5. And for those of you questioning how do shoes fit, I would highly, highly, highly recommend measuring the length of your foot in inches, okay? Not based off of the shoe size that you typically get, but measure your foot in inches and or centimeters, depending on what measurement guide that you would like to use, and then go into the description box, look at the size chart, and pick based off of your size within that size chart, okay? So highly recommend that. So far, that has been working out for me nicely. However, when I come across something that the price is just too nice, I will either size down or size up, and I will make it work either which way. Okay, obviously I'm not going to be pairing this shirt with these pants, but I do want to show you that even though this is a large, it is still pretty on the cropped side. So just keep that in mind if you are interested in getting this top, that you kind of have to really like that cropped style. It is a little bit longer in the back than it is in the front, but for me, this would be a no-go. Unless, like I said, I'm wearing a very long pair of pants. But again, we're going to be pairing it with the overalls. So I will show you that very shortly. So here is the shawl thingy-majiggy, okay? Here's what I like and what I don't like. I think that the length of this is absolutely beautiful. You would definitely have to wear something long underneath of it. You wouldn't want to go just this and just this alone. Clearly, I like the kind of asymmetrical look of it. But again, this is one of those that really only connects right here. So if you are one of those that find it uncomfortable for clothes to fit unlike you're used to, say, a regular sleeve, and if this might drive you a little bonkers, I would maybe say avoid it. But overall, I do like its simplicity. I do like the flowers of it. It just feels more elegant to me. So maybe you're going out to dinner on a date and you want to be casual and kind of cozy, something like that. This would be great for. On this one, guys, I think I'm going to have to say no. Obviously, we've already established that the material is very thin on it. It has potential to be cute if the quality of it was a little bit better. I just think because of the material, I don't like I don't like how it lays or feels. It's not a very soft material. It's kind of it kind of does this weird, it keeps its shape kind of a thing. So I don't know if that kind of describes how it kind of feels all boxy and bulky, even though it's a men's small. I mean, obviously we know it's a men's because it's got, you know, a little bit droopier of an armpit area here. I just overall do not like, I just don't like it, guys. I'm gonna have to pass on this one and return it. It's almost interesting how so close that those colors match. Now, I didn't necessarily do that intentionally because I bought them at 2 separate times, but when I came across those, I thought they would pair nicely with these. And when they came together, it just goes. So for me, this is a super comfy, cozy outfit. Here's one of those times where wearing a crop top to me is just absolutely fine. So I don't feel like showing my midriff is an issue at all, clearly, because we are covering it up. But I mean, if you like the way that this fits, obviously I have sized up. So if you want it to be, you know, a little bit tighter or something like that, either get your size or size down. I think it would look cute either way if it was a bit more fitted or it being loose. I particularly like the coziness of how loose it is. To me, this is just cozy grocery shopping, errand running, lounging around in the house, maybe even wearing this to go over something, again, for layering in the winter time. You've got room to do that. So for me, this, again, I've worn this already. You may have already seen it in a YouTube short. I did instead pair it with a brown tank top, but I've, again, already worn this and I've gotten compliments on it regardless of it being oversized or not. So this is a very nice piece. And of course, here is the back with the details in the back. And shall we address the shoes now? These shoes are actually very, very comfortable for them not having any kind of padding in them. Now, again, what I would say is if you need padding for arches, if you have flat feet, if you have back problems, plantar fasciitis, things like that, for these Temu shoes, they're not expensive. So just keep that in mind. Inexpensive shoes, you're not going to get the hella mega out there foot arch support that you're going to be getting with your extremely high-end shoes. But you can definitely get insoles. And again, as I've said before, if your shoe is too big, get insoles. If your shoe is too small, you're not going to be able to fit some insoles in there, and you are just going to have to suffer the pain for fashion, which I do, I will, and I will continue doing. It is what it is. Hi, Bubbas. We have company, guys. Oh no, don't scratch me. Come on. Oh, I know it's saying hello, everybody. Say hello, everybody. Okay. All right, calm down. Dogs came down here and were very interruptive. So they're back upstairs. Now, here's the thing that I was telling you about. It's not bad. It has potential. It is see-through. I basically just have my bra strap that I have on here. I just have it kind of off my shoulder here. I would maybe say a tube top would be necessary under here. I think you can still kind of see my bra through it. My leggings are all the way up to here, so I mean you can clearly see where the leggings are. I thought I had brown leggings, but I guess I don't. But a pair of brown leggings would pull this together even better. So I guess with your right accessories, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's not what I expected, but it could be worse. It could be worse. I just feel like it's very, very inexpensive. However, I think that there could potentially be a good place and time to wear this. It's not bad. It's not bad. I actually think the fashion is really cute. I just wish that the material was a little bit better, maybe a little bit thicker, a little less see-through. I don't even mind the batwing. I love batwing tops. That is my jam. I like how when you pull your arms together, it creates this nice flow. I love this kind of flowy look to it. I like the one drooping down off the shoulder this way. I like the peekaboo shoulder this way. Altogether, I think the fashion is there. I just would have liked to have seen better material. That's, I guess, my only complaint about this outfit, other than, of course, a brown pair of leggings versus black, because I've paired it with brown boots. I think it would have gone together brown, khaki. Or I could put a pair of black boots with this. Or I could wear a purse that has both black and brown in it and pull it together, pull the black with the brown together with the purse. Because I'm not a black with brown person, if that makes sense. I think black goes with black, brown goes with brown, instead of looking like a bruise. I don't know. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I think the outfit pulled together quite nicely. At the end of the day, it does look cute, and I would wear this out. I would just have to figure out how to make this transparency work for me in a way that, because I don't want to wear a tank top with it, because I want to have my shoulders bare. Now, this covers up that bra strap very nicely. So that is not an issue on this side. It's just this side. What do you do with this side? That's my question. How can I wear this top unless I do a spaghetti strap, tighter tank top, put the spaghetti strap up on this side and do like I'm doing with this and have the strap undone on this side? I have one. Let me see if that works. I will be right back. Know what? That actually works out perfectly. So I just pulled the, it's a very tight, I want to say it's almost more of a cami tank top with the spaghetti straps. So I pulled that up this way, obviously, so I wouldn't have to take this off my head again. But I pulled that up. I have one spaghetti strap up, and then the other one I just didn't put my arm through. And it's nice because you can't see it. So it works out just fine. So I've got one bra strap down here, and then the cami strap down here, and it's really kind of indetectable, and it works out just fine. Actually, so now it's not see-through, which, all right, well, that works. So note to self, if you end up picking this up and you don't like how see-through it is, you can just do what I did. Take an inexpensive cami tank top kind of a situation and just do this. And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me on another video today. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I would love it if you would consider subscribing. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I always love seeing your comments down below as well. So don't forget to do that. Like and share this video. That helps me out a lot, and I would greatly appreciate it. Check out the description box down below. Lots of goody goods, lots of coupons down there, including Temu for new and existing users, and also a short list of my favorite YouTubers that I enjoy watching, that you might enjoy watching. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye, guys.